K-pop in 2025 has taken an interesting start. From controversies to amazing music to being let the hell down by some of these artists, it honestly got me interested to know what's gonna happen in the rest of 2025. But today we go check out K-pop in 2025 is Kinda Okay by Winter Rosie. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
I'm in a weird phase with K-pop right now. I care, but I also kind of don't. Aside from maybe 5 releases, nothing really got me excited. And now that I've heard most of the recent drops, I can honestly say there's not a lot to be excited about. Yeah, I've noticed a small shift in the industry that I actually like, and perhaps the interesting parts will come later. And I want to talk about that.
Winter Rosie. The current state of K-pop. Hopefully Enmix is on this list. I enjoyed
This video
Enmix.
is going to be a little different. No rankings, no full reviews or format, no fancy editing, just my thoughts on what K-pop is to me based on these releases, what I enjoyed, what impressed me, and what didn't. Even though I said there wasn't much to be excited about, I thought these releases stood out to me in many ways that aren't just positive. So yeah, think of this as a current state of K-pop kind of thing, but seen through my perspective, which of course means a little hint of bias. If you have your own thoughts, sure, go ahead. After me though.
Bro, I promise you guys, going forward, we gonna have some videos like this over on another channel. I'm gonna start a commentary channel. I got a commentary actually that I finished the script for, and I'm gonna get ready to drop that soon. Hopefully I can get that out this week. But bro, I gotta do videos like this because I love these types of videos, and I feel like it's a great way to get my opinion out while also getting feedback from everybody else. I love these videos.
Oh. K-pop's been shaky lately, but I'm seeing a bit of hope. Let's talk.
Debut song Kiki. Okay.
You know what I like? Weird. And Kiki is weird as hell. The whole fiasco about them being another New Jeans copycat made me even more interested. Now, K-pop stans aren't exactly the smartest bunch, but they kind of got that right. I wouldn't necessarily call them copycats. Just similar.
I, in one of my reaction videos, said that they kind of reminded me of New Jeans on the song where they, and I didn't check out their full project, so, you know, obviously I can't really, like, specifically say exactly how their sound is. I've only heard 2 songs, but their song BTG, Been That Girl, I actually heard that song, and it low-key did remind me of New Jeans, but I wasn't comparing for the sake of saying that they were copycats. Some people in the comment section was saying don't compare them, which I'm gonna compare them if I want to because it's my fucking, you know what I'm saying? But beyond the point, I was comparing them because that is a reference point. That's what a comparison is. If those of y'all, for the K-pop stands in the motherfucking back of the bus who don't understand what's going on, that's called a reference. But anyways, they did remind me a little bit of New Jeans, and that's not a bad thing because New Jeans is a good group. By the way, do anybody have any news on New Jeans? I need to get caught up. I used to check out the K-pop news, but I haven't seen very much. I'm gonna have to check out some of the K-pop news on my own to get caught up and see what's going on.
I wouldn't necessarily call them copycats, just similar in ways. New Jeans, or NJZ, or MHDHH or whatever the fuck you call them these days, were a group that utilized the Y2K era of music and pop culture. Similarly, Kiki does the same, only this time much more modern. The era of quirk.
I feel like they're
Being
way more
different
quirky.
is kind of cool again, and I love that Kiki embodies that. There was a time when K-pop was considered weird and perhaps even unacceptable. These days everyone loves it, which is great for a group like Kiki, because it's now cool.
Bro, they faked the numbers.
These days everyone loves it, which is great for a group like Kiki, because it's now cool to like K-pop, which means they can be weird. Another group I see going different is Hearts to Hearts. That was very...
Bro, Hearts to Hearts, low-key been having me in a chokehold. The song The Chase, banger, bro.
Expected from them as they are an SM group, but I was worried that they might go tame with them, considering how Rise ended up being. Rise is no bad group by any means, but they aren't exactly beefing with the Black Mamba or releasing music by dem joints, which was a shock to me knowing that they're from SM. I expected something a little less normal. So far H2H doesn't seem to be going that way. Music-wise they're shaping up to be more experimental. This is exciting for the next generation because they will have an FX/Red Velvet in the mix. The Chase was a phenomenal track, might be one of my, if not favorite of the year so far. It was beautiful, magical, and low-key eerie. Kiki also has some music that may seem distasteful to some, but to me, I find them very amusing and fun. I absolutely love that being different is cool again, and I know these two will be giving 5th gen the flavor it needs, though it's not technically required.
5th gen basic, but it's okay.
Say My Name's latest title intrigued me unexpectedly. If you listen
Now, I haven't heard them. I might have to check this out because I do respect Winter Rosie's opinion. I might have to check them out.
to the song, it's basic as fuck, but there
Opinions
is a
on
hidden
them?
charm. To me, it just sounded clean and chill. Sometimes music doesn't need to be groundbreaking, and that's this
Exactly.
song. Comparing their titles together, I feel like Say My Name will be a group that won't do much, won't grow huge, but is here to stay to give us pretty music. They could
Okay.
be a group that'll remain consistent all throughout, and hopefully improve along the way. Speaking of consistency, what
Okay.
the fuck happened to Young Posse?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. The song Cold, I don't even know if Cold was an amazing song or not. I'm being completely transparent. I gotta go back and listen to it. I know they had a whole bunch of controversy with their project that they were supposed to release a while back. I forgot exactly what was going on because honestly, with the K-pop industry, it's always some different types of controversies. But I will say that the song Cold, the music video was ridiculously tremendous and amazing. I'm thinking about doing a commentary on that, but I feel like the song dropped a while back, so people really won't watch it or want to hear what I had to say about it because I think the story and I think a commentary video specifically for that song would be really, really good. But y'all let me know y'all's opinions down in the comment section below. I really enjoyed the music video for Cold.
Just a few months ago you were with Santa Claus in the Hood. What
That's
happened?
what it was, the Santa Claus in the Hood.
All jokes aside, it was shocking to see this from them. They
Yeah.
could have just ripped off Tupac and called it a day, but it seems like groups are trying again. More flavor and spices. That's what K-pop needs.
Yeah.
I doubt YP will ever let go of the hip-hop style ever, especially
My thing is, I think the problem with some of the K-pop industry is they try too hard to be commercial and they don't try hard enough to be experimental and unique. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you try to just brand yourself as this cliche type of thing so that as many people as possible will rock with you and enjoy your music, you low-key missing out on the people who want something different. Because if I could go get that sound and that type of energy from somebody else, why would I listen to this new group? You know, it's already hella groups to compete with. So why not have a unique, you know, and take your time? That's why I feel like XG, because XG, even though I don't even know who they're similar to, like, that's what I want with a K-pop group. I want good music. I want unique style. Like, bro, they doing it right. And I feel like in the K-pop industry, they just try to brand themselves this cliche look, this cliche sound. Like, I shouldn't be able to say, oh, they remind me of this, they remind me of that, you know? And I know that it's a lot of sounds and you can't have an original sound, but I feel like you gotta people gotta start taking more time with these groups and stuff like that because it's just so much competition.
hearing the full album, but I hope
trying
they
to do
branch
better
out
at
more,
that.
especially if you're saying shit like this.
Yeah, I like Knock Knock by Kick Flip.
Anyways, on the topic of how trying is cool again, Kickflip isn't a fresh group. They're new for sure, but they're not different style new. And that's fine, because what I really loved about this debut is how good it was, specifically the album. Cohesive albums and K-pop don't exactly go hand in hand, but
We did listen to this project and I'm pretty sure it was over on Patreon. I'm gonna have to check.
when they do, my god please take me. I've only heard 3 tracks, yet I already felt complete. These 3 songs just flow greatly together and I'm
Okay, I like Knock Knock. I felt like Great felt a little bit repetitive in my personal opinion. Mama Said was a solid song. I love the MV. I'm pretty sure it was some other songs on there that I enjoyed too. I think Warrior was one of them. I think I liked the message of that song and it sounded really nice, but she said these songs felt very cohesive. And I will say in terms of like catchiness and the vibe of them, they definitely mesh well together.
sure the rest of the record does as well. Again, the style isn't new, but after that album, they might be the best of their kind yet.
Okay.
Thankfully not every group will be the same, because I present to you the freshest one so far.
Hey, I like this.
We've seen
They
groups
had
similar
me
to them in the
excited,
past,
bruh.
but seeing the 4th and 5th gen slate, they're kind of new territory for boy groups. I'll be honest, I am far more intrigued by the aesthetics than the music itself, but I definitely still keep my eye on them. The potential of the group
But I feel like I'm excited more about the aesthetic and the music because they haven't dropped a lot of music. I'm looking forward to hearing different types of music and which direction they want to take. so that I can understand how their aesthetic will fit the music. That's what I'm saying. Because the aesthetic is nice, but knowing how to make the aesthetic fit the music is what's going to really take them from, okay, this is kind of cool, I'm interested, to, okay, they solid and I can't wait to hear more.
Is up there, and I don't want to see it wasted.
Let's make it rain. I feel the thunder.
6? I haven't heard this.
Staying on the topic of men, 6 are back and release their best song in a while. There's only one word to describe it and that's a bop. Daft Punk meets K-pop. And that dance break? Jesus Lord, welcome back boy groups. Groups in their tier may not consistently bring the best quality music, but when they do it always hits hard. These 3 showcased everything I needed from the boys, and just K-pop in general. Give me consistency. Give me cohesivity. I know it's easier to just put anything into an album, but trust me, a properly made project can do wonders. Next, give me new ideas. K-pop already takes inspiration from literally everything, so what's stopping them from going all out? But do it respectfully, of course.
Yeah.
And lastly, don't be boring. K-pop is pop music, and pop music is catchy. Give us a full meal, not just the sample. A full meal like this one by Mark and Haitian.
Yes,
you see,
this song was
isn't
fire.
even my favorite, but it stands out because it's a properly realized and executed piece of music. That's what it truly comes down to, you know. Execution. Everyone has cool ideas, but it's always how you do it that makes it count.
Facts.
A little interlude if you don't mind.
The deep
So
makeup?
someone in my comments recommended me this new indie artist who I thought was cool. She's indie,
Okay.
she's artistic, and I thought she deserved a shout out. I don't know if
Nice.
she's exactly K-pop, but yeah.
They got a new group called VVS, and I low-key kind of want to check them out. They're a newer group. I'm not entirely sure, but I was on stream and somebody recommended them, so we may check that out on the channel here soon.
Go check her out.
YEJI solo? I haven't heard the full project, but I did hear the song.
Now on to some of my disappointments. I'll start with YEJI. YEJI straying away from the ITZY sound was genius and pretty much needed. She's always been the strongest contender for solo music, and that's because she's great at what she does. But the song itself didn't really do it for me. I can't exactly pinpoint what was the problem, but I'd guess it was her voice. Not because she sounds bad or...
It wasn't that it was, I felt like it felt safe, in my opinion. Now, I know she switched the sound up from ITZY's normal sound, but I felt like it was safe in terms of YEJI as an artist. I think she could have came harder and tried, like, even though I like that type of sound, and I don't know exactly what it is either, but I do want to listen to the project that she put out just to really see exactly what all she got.
Or anything.
Air
I
wasn't a
just
bad
thought
song,
this
in my
particular
opinion,
sound didn't fit her voice as much as her looks. I think something like 258 would have been the perfect choice.
Okay.
It's not the perfect song, but I thought it matched her overall vibe well.
Better Days? I don't think I've heard this.
It hurts me to say, but Soolji's comeback did not serve as much as it should have. Look, expecting an album as good as 28 Reasons would be lying to oneself. So I didn't. I wanted it, but I knew that would be impossible, because 28 Reasons was just perfect. Accidentally on Purpose is no bad album, duh. But some parts of it did leave me asking for more. The title track was okay. It does its job, but I expected more from someone in her caliber. Some B-sides were also, I don't want to say it, but a little boring. They're not terrible songs, but when you're in K-pop music we expect to receive songs that will stick with us, and these songs just didn't. Better Days and Praying were the...
That's another thing about K-pop that is difficult because it is so competitive and it's so many people competing in the space. Whenever we do give our time to listen to the music or take a chance on something, it do gotta be a banger. And I hate that that's the truth, but that's the truth, you know?
The obvious standouts, but I wish the whole album did too. The rollout promised a huge project, but I didn't see that. I think the better the artist, the more their potential. And as someone who loves them, I of course only want the best from them. I hope for the next one to be better. Anyways, welcome back Chungha. This woman has never fallen off, but it's no secret that her previous releases aren't fan favorites. I like Eeny Meeny more than most people, but there is a reason why Stress will be more talked about. This is Chungha at her best.
What? There's no way Eeny Meeny is not better than Stress, nigga. Don't even do that one. Oh!
House music. Though at the same time, I don't want her to confine herself to one sound. As much as it...
I could see how this could be like more like radio pop, like popular, but in terms of like enjoyable substance, like,
gives us everything we want. Too much of it could be damaging. Do it from time to time while still exploring. That's the best option. Stress will be a song I know I'll hear more throughout the year, and I won't be complaining. Since we're in the topic of soloists, let me talk about the biggest one of the moment.
I knew it.
Keep your head down, nails done like Jenny. I'm obsessed like
I thought Jenny's project was good.
like Jenny. I think I really like
I'd consider this debut to be a very successful venture to the mainstream pop scene. The
Yeah.
album is good. It's basic, safe, but come on, it's pop music. But that's not the biggest takeaway here. A K-pop idol competing with the main pop girls is big for the industry's growth,
Facts.
especially for the eastern side of the world. I mean, yeah, it's Jennie from Blackpink. Of course it's going to do numbers, but it does show us that it's possible, and hopefully the West becomes more open for eastern artists to share the spotlight.
Yeah.
But she does have some addressing to do, so I'd like to promote a different soloist first. One idol that I'd love to see get that spotlight is 10.
Bro, I gotta listen to his full project, bro, cause Stunner has definitely been on the playlist on repeat, bro. Dang, bro, this was a banger, not only from the vocals to like the vibe of the song. And honestly, I heard the song Bambala and I didn't know if it was gonna be a solid project, but then I heard this song and it was completely different, right up my alley. I love me some R&B. He had a little bit of rapping on here, and I think the most enjoyable part of this is the fact that he still found a way to put in nice, enjoyable choreo.
I mean, come on. Need I explain more? This guy is a star and a stunner. I know 10's style isn't
like
exactly the general public type, which is unfortunate. It isn't exactly mine either, but I can see how perfect he does things. His music, performances, it's in a level a lot of idols will never reach. I'm just letting y'all know because someone like him shouldn't go unnoticed.
Yeah, he might have to get some really good collabs to put him in a lot of people's eyes, in my opinion. Now, I don't mind just listening to his music. Ashley Seraphim.
One of, or rather two of the biggest standouts for me were these two groups right here, with reasons that aren't just positive. Let's start with
and
IVE.
Seraphim.
Empathy was an album that
Bro.
I thought
I didn't listen to the full project of IVE. I gotta check that out.
was their most important one yet. Shameful
check
plug,
out
but I did
Seraphim.
make a video about it that I'd appreciate you check out.
Okay,
But basically, the album is a reflection of who they are now, after everything they've been through. It is a mirror in which they see themselves and accept their flaws and strengths. Le Seraphim's Hot was different in a surprising way. They were always known for their bold and fiery image, and the fans love that. But this album didn't showcase a burning flame. It shows a steady inner light that resides within them, meaning they aren't just the flame, but there's also a burning light that lives inside them. Both albums are beautiful in theme with amazing visuals and styling, but that's as expected from these groups. Unfortunately, the music doesn't live up to the concept. If we're just talking about the songs, these might actually be the weakest albums they've released yet. I don't
Dang.
hate them, but it's
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard IVE's project. I did hear Le Seraphim's, and I wanted more. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I honestly think that's a good thing. But from each song, I wanted more. From the project, I wanted more. I just wanted more. I expected more. I wanted more from Le Seraphim, especially because I haven't deep dove into the Le Seraphim's discography. So this was my first time really like checking out a full project, genuinely, like literally my first time ever checking out a full project. And I hate that after, you know, such a long time checking out Le Seraphim from time to time, and me decide to check out a full project, this was the one. But now that I heard that this might be one of their like not so good projects, then that would make me really want to go check out some more of their older stuff, because now I know that anything I'll listen to going forward project wise is probably going to be better. If y'all have any recommendations for Le Seraphim's project, definitely let me know in the comment section below.
frustrating. The ideas are strong, but the tracks feel short, lacking, or just underwhelming. It doesn't reach its full potential. Now I doubt they'll be out of relevancy after these, because again these are just my opinions. But I personally am more interested in the art than the numbers, or how it
Yeah,
does
I
in the
feel that.
market. And these projects just didn't quite hit the spot. On the contrary,
I
there
like
are
the
two other
attitude.
groups who might not be nearly as popular, but are way more artistically satisfying in my opinion.
Uh-oh.
Let's start with Stacy. They've had
Stacey?
3 very different releases,
Okay,
and
I
each
heard
one
Baby.
perfectly shows what K-pop is all about. Honestly, Stacey is the most K-pop group to ever K-pop. They just simply get it.
Really?
GPIC thing is the kind of K-pop that makes non-listeners afraid of the genre, and it was amazing. Abnormal, bold, yet really fun. GPT was one of the best K-pop songs of last year, and it's totally insane how it's not talked about enough. It nailed
Really?
the bubblegum sound that we all know and love, paired beautifully with K-pop's favorite theme, romance. It was simply lovely. And
I gotta
Bebe,
check out more
just pure
Stacey.
K-pop energy. Nothing more, nothing less. And here's the thing. People say they want to keep the K-pop sound, and fight off the recent Western influences, yet they can't even handle Stacey. I know
Damn.
Stacey will keep on releasing good music.
Clock that T, sis. I hear you. Hold up. She calling niggas out. She calling people out.
But most notably, remind us how K-pop is basic, and how basic can still be great. But perhaps standard doesn't suit your needs anymore.
Enmix, bro.
Well, I got just the group for you. In the realm
Yeah.
of criminally underrated groups, Enmix might be the worst case. While yes, I am very aware that this group actually has fans, I don't think they're enough. Relative
Enmix
to what
had a
they are
great
doing with their
project.
art, it is diabolical how they aren't widely considered to be one of the top groups right now. I mean, I do, but I know a lot of you know Enmix as just another group, which is really underestimating their level of skills and works.
Yeah.
The FE304 series is easily one of the best products K-pop has made in the past 5 years.
We gotta go check
the
out some
story
of the
how
other
this group
projects.
has never fitted in, yet is still standing on their own says a lot. They won't give you what you want, but perhaps they might give you something you need. This recent comeback alone proves to us that they are one of a kind. High Horse, Ocean, Know
Banger.
About Me, Papillon, and Fuck. The rest of the trilogy is just perfect. Not in a way that it was flawless,
Ocean?
but perfect in a way that it was consistently well done. It showcases a duality in style that only groups like Red Velvet could only ever do. It shows their confidence in their uniqueness that most groups would be afraid to do. Some of these songs are bold while some are familiar, yet they excel at both. You don't expect too much from K-pop because it's a pretty standardized industry. You give us something same but slightly different, and that'll be fine for us. But then you get a group like Enmix. They are the kind of groups you look at and go, wow, I didn't expect this. That's
Yeah.
an expression I'd say sticks more than a simple, I like it. Not only are they the
Facts.
kind of group that truly keeps this genre worth loving, but reminds us that boring ass K-pop can be exciting when you give it 100%. And
Enmix is one of those groups that make me love K-pop. Like genuinely, like I look out for their drops and stuff like that. We really got to show Enmix more love.
for that we should give them their deserved praise. I don't know, maybe these two are just less general public friendly, and underdogs will remain under. But I know it's possible to have them reach the top. Take a look at even her song Dim blowing up. She's not necessarily the most unknown artist ever, but it
Okay.
felt like it when you compare her exposure now from previously. This could very well be a one-hit wonder thing, but that wouldn't be her fault anymore. Dim has always been a good song, and this recent popularity just let everyone know about it. The lesson is any good song can come from anyone, worldwide famous or not. And that kind of quality music will always draw my eyes first.
Okay, I might have to check that out. Is that it? Oh my gosh, that was another amazing video from Winter Rosie. I enjoyed this. This definitely made me want to get into my K-pop commentary, really just commentary bag, because I feel like I love hearing not only other people's opinions, but giving my own opinion. And this was very, very enjoyable to not only expound upon like ideas and themes that I was thinking of, but also to find out about new groups and, you know, hear other opinions. Because some of the groups I don't be checking out, some of the groups I don't get into, but I'm trying to do my best to, you know, check out more K-pop and, you know, really give like good opinions on some of the songs that I really do enjoy. But I want to know y'all's opinions. Who do I need to check out from this video specifically that I didn't know the song and you like, how did you not know Vex? What the hell is wrong with you? So definitely smack me in the face and let me know exactly what I need to listen to by commenting down in the comment section below. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you in the next one.